situation in Raleigh. Let's get to Steve Patterson now with late details.
Lester, right now, police say the shooting scene remains active, with authorities warning residents to stay sheltered in their homes. Shortly after 5:30, residents reported hearing gunshots and spotting an armed man nearby. The activity is contained to a neighborhood in eastern Raleigh, with officers combing the woods nearby, armed with long guns, tactical gear, and search dogs. At this hour, there's an unknown number of victims, but a local trauma center confirms that they're treating 4 patients related to the shooting. Our affiliate WRAL reporting that an off-duty officer has been shot and killed. One witness telling the local station that the man was covered in camo and armed with a long-barreled shotgun. Again, this remains an active. Lester, back to you.
Damn it. A highly emotional day in a Florida courtroom where the gunman who killed 17 people at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in 2018 was spared the death penalty.
All right. Good morning time, good afternoon time, good evening time, whatever the case may be in your part of the world. You know who it is, you know how it goes. It's the next day, and yeah, look at this mess. This is what happens when I'm out here late night, because I was out here till the wee hours of the morning. Not too late, maybe like 12, 1 o'clock, and yeah. So I definitely didn't clean up then, and I ain't gonna clean up now, but I am gonna go clean this bike up. So if you didn't get the news, I did get the Surron bike working, and it wasn't nothing wrong with it, and it wasn't my battery either. The thing was, we are using the stock controller. Now, I'm not a Surron guy, so I only went on my own judgment, and I thought that a 60-volt stock Surron controller could handle 72 volts. And I never checked that out. And as I said, I asked the owner that it belonged to initially, could that bike handle 72 volts? Well, could that stock controller handle 72 volts? Damn it. And he assured me that he ran that bike on 72 volts before. So, you know, I took his word for it because it was his bike. But that seems to not be the case. I asked him what was the voltage of that light speed battery he was running, and it was a 60 volt. So when he said that, I went back to my first theory that yeah, 72 volts was too much for that controller, and it caused those MOSFETs to start clipping. Now, obviously you see me getting ready to lean this up on my bike stand, and that's because it doesn't have a kickstand on it as of now, and we will definitely get one of those on it. But first, than you guys, but it is what it is. I'm gonna clean this thing up just so I can see what kind of shape this thing is really in. You know, you can't see a lot of things if dirt and grease and crud is hiding it. So we gonna see what it really looks like up under all of that. Hopefully, me being out there, the signal isn't too bad. Let's see what I do with my little brush from last night. Oh Lord.
This will keep happening. Lester? Yeah, no end to the brutality or heartbreak. Richard, thank you and be safe. In 60 seconds, the urgent warning about the flu as health officials.
I don't see it. Who knows where I could have tossed that thing at. It could be anywhere. It's supposed to be down there.
Back now with a warning from health officials that this flu season could be the biggest in years. CDC Director Dr.
Well, I'll use the one that I have. Shoot, that one ain't that good though. I had the damn thing. When I was cleaning up that controller last night, I bet you it's right in my damn face. Alright, anyway, we ain't gonna worry about it. Use the other brush. Let me get some of this kaboom. I wish I had some degreaser. Yeah, I gotta take a chair because I'm old, man. I can't be standing too long. My ass get tired. Alright. Oh, I need to take that battery out of there, don't I? Okay. Yeah, you get to see firsthand inside the deranged mind of an old man.
A flu vaccine, and it comes as only 5% of those eligible have taken the latest COVID booster. How worried are you that Americans are just facing vaccine fatigue?
You know, our is to meet Americans where they are and to provide them with the guidance that we can
Man, like I tell you, boy, the haters is something else. The haters are something else, I tell you. I had this asshole last night start a rumor, and he's just, for one thing, I know this. Well, I don't really know him. I had just met this guy. This little prick. Looks like Barney Rubble. And thinks he's Fred Flintstone. He got that tiny man's complex. You know, the little teeny guys, they got that complex and think they 10 feet tall. Well, that's this dude. But anyway, initially, in the beginning, I was supposed to go in business with this dude. At least we had talked about it. Thank God I didn't. Thank God I found out what a goddamn crook he was. Con man. And anyway, you can fool a lot of people some of the time, but you can't fool me none of the time. Anyway, I'm out that mob. I'm from the streets, so I can read people real quick. And I read that this guy was full of shit. He didn't have anything to bring to the table except possibly a few dollars. But we don't even need that. He talked a good game. And I basically wanted to deal with him, possibly only reason because he was in New York. And, you know, he was closer to the action. Because that's where all the good action is that I want to be part of, is in New York. But, yeah. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm talking about this jackass. But, like I say, he came on there with that bullshit. Spreading rumors talking about this was stolen bike and all that, when this bike is from New York and people know the guy that I bought the bike from. Not only that, I've got 2 keys for the bike. So I guess you know, the guy stole the bike. He beat the guy over the head and took the keys and all that too. But anyway, that's just how it goes when people be hating and wanna start some shit. Now he got his nerve to talk about stealing bikes, when the reason why me and him fell out is a deal that I found that he basically stole from me. And normally they motherfucker in the dirt for some shit like that, but I'm a changed man. Sorry to say stuff like that, but I'm speaking past history. I'm definitely a changed guy. in my old age, I calm way down. And not only that, you know, living good and doing the right things has gotten rid of that bad juju or karma that people do, you know, get when they do bad shit. Now, I never really, you know, even though I did bad shit, I still had morals and values. But anyway, it's a whole nother talk there. But this fool has, one thing for sure is I'm not about to throw any of my good fortune away for no clown anyway. But don't think I won't pay for your ass. I may not do it and risk my own freedom, but I'll pay for you. Think I can't reach out and touch you from long distance? You better think again. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. He just put me in a bad frame of mind, man. Can't believe that. People just be on some bullshit. Always want to bring you down. I ain't gonna let it happen. But anyway, let's move on to something else. So the deal was with this bike, it has the stock controller, as you can see, and the battery that I put on there, like I was saying at first, I put an Onyx battery in there, and that Onyx battery is 72 volts, and that stock Surron controller did not like that 72 volts. Man, I gotta go turn that down for my neighbors. Call the popo.
Surron and others jumped in, saving some 12,000 coppers as the building filled with smoke. The couple then went back to sightseeing, where it finally sunk in.
Ah, boy. Yeah, I know this ain't too exciting, but I need to see what I'm working with. And this thing is turning out to be a nice surprise, man. When I first got it, I didn't really get a time to look at it that good. And initially, when I got there, I was like, man, I done rode all the way down here and bought some junk. You know, because it was filthy dirty and missing some stuff. But I mean, I wasn't expecting a whole lot anyway for the price that I was going down there for. But I had to travel. Almost 2 hours away to get this thing. And even though I made that trip in about an hour and 15 minutes while I was rolling, it still was a long ride. Now I know y'all gonna say, man, you know, you can put the water and soap on there. Yeah, it's gonna, yeah, I know, but you gotta get this grease and crud off of here. I will surely lube everything up and blow all this water out of here when I'm done. But this thing is a mess. Look at all that. All that's gonna clean up good. Yep. But anyway, old dude is butt hurt. Butt hurt because, you know, them dudes that think they got a little bit of money, think they can do people any kind of way, and usually people kiss their ass. So he ain't never had nobody tell him no and fuck you. So I guess that was a first, because that's exactly what I told him. No and fuck you. I don't need you. You have nothing to bring to the table. No skills, no brains, no nothing. Thank you. God's gift. But you would only be God's gift to a midget when you 3 feet tall. That's it. If you're old school like me and you watch the Flintstones coming up, then this dude looks just like Barney Rubble. Barney fucking Rubble. Except Barney Rubble was a DIY guy, if y'all remember. Barney was the man. Fred was dumb as a brick. Fred had a big mouth, but Barney Rubble was a mad scientist, low-key. Barney the one that built that race car, if y'all remember. Barney built that fast-ass race car, and Fred drove it. But Barney was a mad genius. DIY king. So he looked like Barney Rubble, but he ain't got the skills Barney had. Anyway, he messing with the right one. Anybody got time for that? I know y'all can't see too good on this camera. Hopefully I got a decent signal out here, but not too shabby, as I always say. Look at that battery looking like a light speed battery. Man, that is some good shrink wrap, that rubber shrink wrap. That thing looks like a light speed battery. Or a child battery, one of the two. Okay, why am I doing this the hard way right now? Let's take this back in here and blow it. Let's put the blower on this thing. Oh man, look at that mud. I need to get that mud off it. I don't even know if that blower is gonna reach out here. Let's see. Oh damn. See, that's what happens when everything is topsy-turvy. That is despicable. Let me see who we got here. No, it ain't hot, bro. It ain't hot because, like I said, the dude is from New York and people know this guy, man. People know this guy, they know the bike. So he's just running his face. Actually, guy has his own YouTube channel and everything, man, where he worked on this bike and modified it. He had a back 8,000 on this thing. He painted it and all that. He's got a shop. He works on mini motos. But yeah, man, we getting up there with our bike collection, man. I'm running out of room. I got 2 bikes under there. I got a bike under there. Got that one in the corner there. I got another one in the corner over there. And I got 2 bikes worth of parts in the house that I gotta build. 2 brand new bomber bikes. Frame, motors, controllers, everything. I gotta rebuild my last bike that I sold. Cause I surely didn't want to sell that bike. That was my baby. But hey man, the dude was like Godfather. He made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I know that blew your eardrums out. But yeah. Anybody here? Oh, yeah, a few people. Few people dangling. Let's take it back out here where we can see. So I rode this thing earlier with the little 52 volt battery, man. I rode this thing with a 52 volt triangle battery. And you know, a triangle battery fully charged is 58 volts, so I charged it up full, and it was enough to ride it around and play with it a little bit. And I actually had the thing mounted on the handlebars. So like I said, I could have, everybody was like, just get a 60 volt battery. Nah, I'm not getting a 60 volt battery, because we all know a stock Surron with a 60 volt battery and the stock controller is lame. The only way a Surron with a 60 volt battery is not lame is if you got a back 4,000 or a back 8,000 on it, and then it's no longer lame. Like my buddy, he's still on 60 volts, but he's got a back 4,000 on it, and when you dumping all them amps into it, that makes a big difference. But 60 volts and 60 amps, because that's all that controller is 60 amps. 60 volts and 60 amps is 3,600 watts. 3,600 watts is not a fun ride. It's a decent ride, but it ain't a fun ride. So we are definitely going to stay with 72 volts. That 72 volt Onyx battery. And I'm going to use, once again, the formula that I put on the other bomber bike. an Onyx controller as well. So yes, this bike will have the speed of an Onyx, maybe better, maybe worse, who knows. It's a mid-drive, but we're going to see. We're going to put 300 phase amps or more on that mid-drive and see what it do. Now, it should do the damn thing, because as I just told you, a stock Surron controller is 60 amps, I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. I think that's what I read. 60 amps, which is why people get rid of them and get them better controllers. But not too many people use anything other than the backs. And I refuse to buy a controller that costs more than what I paid for the bike. That ain't happening. So yeah, I have no problem with putting, I was going to put either Sabaton on there, or Rising Sun, or how you say that, Rise Sun controller, or I'm going to put that Kelly. I'm going to put that Kelly on there. And that first Kelly we bought, reason why we didn't use that at the time, we didn't have this Kelly controller. Took one of these Bluetooth dongles and we didn't have it, and my buddy ran out and bought another Kelly controller that came with this dongle, and of course this dongle, that dongle died a terrible death. So I ordered the new dongle. That's this one right here, and this dongle will work on either version of these Kelly controllers. As what I didn't know is Kelly has several versions of the same controller, believe it or not. So I think there's 3 different versions of this 7230. This is the 7230F, and if you notice, this is supposed to be the high output 7230. Reason being, it's modified for more current. As you can see, that's why they doubled up on the phase wires. The other Kelly controller only has 1 8-gauge wire for the phase wires. As you can see, this one has 2 8-gauge wires, and if you know a little something about wires or Ohm's law, or you know, any of that type stuff, 2 8-gauge wires in parallel makes a 4-gauge wire. So that's comparable to a 4-gauge. And like I said, all the phase wires are doubled up, and even the power wires are doubled up. So this version of this 7230 is supposed to handle a little bit more amps than the regular version. The other difference was this one had a DIN cable. Well, no, the other one has a DIN cable where it uses that 750C display with a plug-up DIN cable. This one did not. This one has the standard display JST plug on it, but it's not really standard, because the standard JST display connectors have 5 wires. This is a 4-wire. So that is why we could not use this one with any of the displays that I had. Now, I could have wired this up to another display, hardwiring it. At the time, my buddy did not want to cut any of the harnesses because it would void the warranty if you cut their harnesses off. Since then, like I told you, he bought another controller, gave me that one. So you know, I don't give a damn. I cut them connectors off quick. That connector's coming off of there, and yeah, we're gonna hardwire that up. I found the hall sensor plug down in here. So yeah, this will be an easy conversion. Just hook up the power wires, the phase wires, the hall sensors, the throttle. Even the throttle is down here. Yeah, I found it right here. Now the guy told me he had removed the JST connector. As you can see, there's no JST connector right there. He put shrink wrap on them. But yeah, so it will be an easy switch to put this Kelly here. I don't know how it's going to look, but I don't know. I might try to get a bracket or something to cover this thing up. Who knows? It looks to be sealed pretty good. They got clear silicone around there. I mean, it should be okay. I ain't gonna be riding in no damn rain or no mud or none of that, so it don't matter. But yeah, we're gonna put this Kelly on there, and that's 72 volts. And this thing might do a little something, because I know the other Surrons, when guys modify them, they never change the motor. They use that motor that's already there, and they just put those back 4000s on there and run 72 volts, and them bikes haul ass. Now I see no reason why 72 volts with that Onyx controller shouldn't give me the same type of power, for sure, at least close to it. So that's the plan. I really had in mind to make that switch today. I don't know. I got a lot of other stuff to do. I may just ride it like this for today and wait till tomorrow and switch that controller. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really want to do some sim racing today. I spent all day yesterday on getting this bike, driving 2 hours away and back, and then when I got back I ran into those issues. So yeah, I was a little tired last night, and I ain't get to do no sim racing. So I will probably do the controller switch tomorrow, but who knows, man. I'll say stuff and then change my mind. But as you guys can see, this bike looks pretty good. The guy told me he just changed this what is it called? God damn it, brain freeze again. That drive, not a slump drive, what is that drive called? I don't know, it'll come to me. But yeah, he just put a new, all that's new, you know, the belt and everything. Damn it. Let me see if any of you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't see nobody putting that there, but yeah. Forgot the name of it, man. I have brain freeze all the time. Y'all know that. I'll figure it out as soon as I stop recording, as always. But now I see why Surrons are so good for jumping and all that kind of stuff, because compared to my bomber bike, this thing is light. It is definitely lightweight. I could not pick my bomber bike up like that. That thing is a big solid piece of lead. Oh, I got a fender for this. So I have a front fender. I don't have a rear fender. I think the little fender on the seat. So I will order one of those little seat things that hangs off the back. Gonna paint the handlebars and try to tune the suspension. The back is not bad, but the front, I just don't think it's set right. I was trying to figure out where these things bent, but I don't think they bent. Let's see. Put a little bit more rebound, or maybe it's too much rebound. It was all the way that way. Let's take away some rebound and soften it. I don't know, these things seem like they're really stiff. And they're D&Ms, just like I have on my bomber, so I know what they should feel like. And these things, they feel like they almost feel like they locked out. That's a little better. Okay, that's a little better. It might need some fluid. Might need some fluid up in there. But anyway, so I know, I don't know how long I've been out here, but I normally get about an hour with these GoPro batteries. So, with the watch is not even on. I'm gonna let this thing boot up, but I will probably take a break after this. Do a little sim racing possibly. And then come back out this evening and maybe throw that controller on here. Like I said, it ain't gonna be too much. I don't know why more people haven't tried other controllers on Surrons. I never understood why everybody thought you had to buy a BAC 4000. So that's why most people don't upgrade these things, because everybody can't afford that damn controller, man. That's what, like a grand, $900 to a grand for a back 4000, and maybe 11, 12 for an 8. At least that's what it was at one time, I think. Gonna be very surprised if I get near the same performance out of that Kelly controller and that Onyx battery, and everybody done spent $3 grand to upgrade their Surron. But anyway, I could be on to something. I might be modifying Surrons for the low. I know Surron platform, it has a lot of, it's a huge platform, so yeah. Maybe I can get some new subs with this Surron stuff. I want to see what kind of shape these rims are in. Take the time out to see if they are, how bent up they are, or maybe they're not. Hopefully they're not too bad. You know, that's normally the case when you get a bike that's been jumped and all kinds of trail riding. The rims are all bent up. But they look to be in kind of good shape. Angry Cruiser, you seem to be the only person that got something to say, bruh. That's, except for the chicken there with the sex chat. Even though we're not running it on this battery, I put it in there because it looks a lot better with it in there. Man, that was just so perfect how that battery fit. I'm telling you, I just had in my mind that Onyx battery would fit in this bike, and I was right. And like I told you guys, I could have got it in there with the case, but it would have been extremely tight, and I would have had to remove a little bit of plastic. And I didn't want it that tight because I do want to be able to take this battery in and out to make transporting it a lot easier. See, we got a little bit of scuffing up on the forks. Now, if I find out that they're working as they should, I'll keep them and I'm just going to paint them. Same thing with the handlebars. Synchros, I've never heard of that. Maybe somebody else has. Oh, let me show you guys. Well, maybe you saw the other video. Let me show you what I was test driving this thing with. My good old MTB 52 volt triangle battery, UPP. My UPP pack, 52 volts. And when I went out of here this morning, I had that thing strapped on the handlebars like that. Just like that. And it worked. Probably was looking a little strange, but hey, it was moving. Matter of fact, let's see. See if we can throw that up on the stand real quick. And yeah, I know I'm supposed to lock that in, but I just normally stick it up on there like that. All right. So, snap, crackle, pop. All right, here we go. Hopefully it ain't. Let's see what happened with the water this time, because it definitely got wet just now. Oh shit. See, I got good reflexes. See, I should have put it in there right. Nope. Maybe I'll put it in there right this time. This stand really ain't made for this kind of bike, which is why I just did it that way. Okay. And that is too tall. That's as low as it goes. Thing is killing me. Get in there. Damn it. I think we're gonna get it in there. And that's probably not the best way to do it either, but It ain't too many places to melt this thing. I'll kill myself. Well, it's cockeyed, but it shouldn't go nowhere. Let's see. How much time we got? Let's see. Let's use this little battery. I know my Darth Vader breathing is on another level right now for sure. Okay. Alright, I need to lock it this way. All right. Whew. Things I do. Let's see how bent that wheel is. Oh, it's not too bad. But I hate mid-drives for that very reason right there. They are loud and noisy AF. Maybe it needs, I'm sure some lubing of this chain will help. But that's just what you're gonna get out of a chain drive. You're gonna get that damn noise. That's it. Now, I know I should be losing some grease, I know. But don't have none right now. Not that right kind. This chain hit the tire. Yeah, the motor sounds pretty good. It's definitely the chain making all that damn noise. Man, if I could find a belt drive or belt, I would definitely throw a belt on this thing. That would take away a lot of that nasty noise. You can hear the motor making a woo, but the chain is making that raggedy, graggly sound. Yeah, I'm getting runny nose out here, guys. A little cold. You know, I'm gonna mess up my wash job. Yeah, you just cannot get rid of that chain noise. That's what it is. That's what comes with these damn things. This one may sound a little worse, but yeah, we'll get the right kind of chain lube to put on there after we clean it up. Chain looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't know if more or less tension will help it. Maybe I'll play around with that. But if I can find a belt, that's definitely the plan. That would sound so good with a belt drive. Good old Sharpie marker to handle all the scratches where there's black. Till we get some touch-up paint. Yeah, I know I'm anal, guys. They definitely need some paint. I already did this earlier. A little bit came off when I washed it. Boy, somebody had a terrible head-on collision with this thing. What the hell they hit? But they hit something. Just trying to see what it can be. I know doesn't mean none of this permanent, But just trying to get an idea what this thing can look like if I put a little TLC into it. I think we can bring it back. Put the wire ties back up there. Well, no, I'm ready to take that off. $52 volts has definitely got this thing creeping like a snail. I can't imagine the 48 version, 48 volt version. I think that's the, what's that, the, what do you call them, the other shit. Ah, damn it, the other brand of these damn things. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. The XT160, the 48 version, 48 volt version. And even that little white battery fits in there. Yeah, I tried that too. I guess I need to hook the alarm back up. I definitely saw where that was disconnected in there. And the regen and all that's disconnected. He told me he disconnected the regen because he liked the wheelie. Well, guess what? You didn't have to disconnect the regen. You just could have adjusted it. But I'm definitely hooking the regen back up because I love regen. Maybe not in this bike. It might not be necessary. But yeah. Remember I told you guys, a lot of people don't know. They don't know to understand the benefits of regen. Not only that, you can't even have an e-brake when you disconnect that. So man, e-brakes help so much in stopping these things. Now I just noticed, I'm pretty sure that front tire is bigger than that back tire. Let's see if I'm right. Oh, maybe not. 19 by 2.75. Oh, I'm right. 17. Yeah, 17s. 17s on the rear and a 19 in the front. Now, I know that's some dirt bike stuff. Having a big wheel in the front as opposed and a little wheel in the back. I think having a bigger wheel in the front makes it so you can roll over objects and terrain easier, but having a smaller wheel in the back so you can have more torque, I believe that's the reasons why they do that. Me myself, I want both of the damn wheels to be the same, but that's just me. Not a dirt bike guy, obviously. But from the way this thing looked when I first picked it up till now, yeah, I'm feeling really good about this thing now. And I may have to steal these Maguru brakes off of this thing and put them on something else. I got a pair of Surron brakes in the house anyway, so I will definitely be taking these things off of here. Putting those on something a little more worthy in my opinion. I know you Surronians ain't going like that, but I'm a bombardier. This thing's got to be almost dead. This must be my good battery. No, it wasn't rubbing. That's what I was looking for too, bro. It did sound like it, but it's not. I definitely was trying to see that myself, but no, it's not. It's close, but it wasn't rubbing. Even when it was jumping around, it's jumping up and down. It ain't got no play side to side. But yeah, I definitely checked to see if it was rubbing on a tire, and it was not. But it is running a little rough. So I don't know if that's the chain. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm sure a lube job would help that a whole lot. Man, I might have messed up this feed moving this iPad out there. I don't know what else. Guys, that's pretty much about it. I'm gonna let this thing run out. Like I might have another 15 minutes. Maybe. I'm pretty sure he stripped. Are these motors? I think these motors are black normally. I'm pretty sure. It looked like he stripped off the sandblast. It looked like he sandblasted this motor. He could have did a more thorough job getting it all off. But yeah. As long as it ain't the motor running rough like that, I'm cool. Now I wanted to ask one of you Surron guys, when I turn this back wheel, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to feel like that, but there is a lot of resistance there, and I'm pretty sure that's from that motor and that drive. Damn, I still can't think of the name of that jump. Shit. Starts with a J. The drive that they use, because the chain doesn't go straight to the motor. The chain goes to another gear, and the motor is connected with a belt around that bigger pulley over there, and then the chain is connected around this little sprocket over here. And I forgot what the damn, I can't think of the name of that damn drive right now. Shit, I hate that. But yeah. Now you think that's loud. I've heard the Surrons where a lot of guys, they actually eliminate the belt. They eliminate the belt from here and they put a chain there because they say these belts aren't reliable either, that they may break. I guess if you're a real dirt bike guy and you're out there putting a lot of stress on this thing, doing jumps and stuff, that belt probably won't hold up, and they put that chain on there. But man, when they put that second chain on there, this thing really sounds bad. I gotta look at another set of Maguru brakes like this and figure out why this damn handle is doing this. I don't have nothing else to compare it to, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to lock, possibly, or is there a piece missing? Is there something that's supposed to be on the end of that? I tried, and I mean, both of them are doing that, so maybe it's nothing missing. Maybe that's an adjustment right there. Anybody in the chat got some MT7s? Let me grab my little Torx driver. Yeah, don't close your eyes, fellas. I know it looks terrible up in here. This was from the rough evening I had last night. Let's see. Let's play with this one over here since this one is already jacked up. I think this is the one that makes it so it moves in and out, moves the lever in and out. But there should be an adjustment. Damn, that thing fell off like that. Okay, I don't know what I just did, this little thing. Okay, let's put that back. Positive and negative, so going that